you guys looking for coins? Well, look no further than UT Coin Banks, like the DFS sale, it never fucking ends. Use the code RAT66 at checkout for the most money if you order. And apart from that, hope you guys do enjoy today's video. Done it in one take. What is ThePremiumRat here? Welcome back to episode 9 of the Spurs career mode. We start this episode off by getting a transfer offer in from Newcastle for Jan Vertonghen for about 11 mil, I think it was, but we tell Newcastle to go and fuck themselves as usual. I just wanted to show you the table because obviously at the start of the series we were just doing absolutely dog shit, but we've climbed all the way up to 6th now, so only 3 points off Everton, who actually had a game in hand, so you could probably call that 6 points, I suppose. But we were sitting pretty in a decent little spot. Anyway, on to the first game of the episode then, we had West Brom at home in the 4th round of the FA Cup. You know, the FA Cup team kind of came in, we played Vorm, and basically the Europa League side came in to take over the normal first teams. We played like CKERS and stuff like that, a weakened-ish side. Anyway, we don't get off to the best of starts. West Brom actually have a couple of good chances early on. I think that was Gamboa from right, I think he's a right back or right mid, doing fairly well down the right hand side and forcing Vorm into a good save. But our first chance comes just before half time then. Marshall doing really well down the left hand side, playing it into Townsend on the edge of the box, but forcing a good save out of, I assume it's Foster, in net. And then again, literally as the linesman's holding up the minutes added on at the end of the first half, we had another fantastic chance. Townsend on the right hand side, cutting in on his left foot, and you'd assumed he was going to score there, but a good save from the keeper. And then West Brom just kept creating chances into that stage of the second half, and Nietzsche really should have done well there. But finally, after a lot of domination in the second half, Marshall gets through and absolutely gets routed in the middle of the box to give ourselves a penalty. We've had quite a few fair penalties in this series, but I'm not complaining. It's pretty much an easy goal anyway. So Marshall won the penalty, so we thought we'd give him the chance to step up and put us into the lead, and that's exactly what he does. Sticks it to the right hand side, keeper doesn't move, and that gave us the 1-0 lead in the 86th minute, and that was, you know, pretty much game over. And that saw us through into the 5th round of the FA Cup. Obviously, I'm going to take the Cup seriously, just like the Europa League. We qualified for that, qualified for the Capital One Cup. I think we're doing alright in that, and the FA Cup, obviously, I want to get as far as I can. Anyway, when we get back to the hub, there's the actual stats there. We dominated the game, so we deserved it nonetheless. But anyway, when we get back to the hub, then we have another transfer offer in for Ericsson from Dortmund this time. For I think it was only like 15 mil, so we're going to tell Dortmund to go and fuck themselves, and that basically concluded the January transfer window. As you can see there, some of the top deals. Benzema ended up going to Man City for like 39 mil, Javi Martinez to Chelsea for 25 mil, and Giuseppe Rossi to Roma for 23.5 mil. So anyway, that was pretty much game over in terms of the transfer window. And then we had the big one, the biggest game of the season. We had the North London derby at home against Arsenal. The away leg, I suppose you could call it, we lost 2-0, so we're obviously looking to win this game, and we just get off to an absolutely poor start. Arsenal were dominating us early on. Frog Eyes from the edge of the box, forcing a good save out of Laurie, so that was about 10 minutes gone. And then with about 18 minutes gone, I think it was Wheelchair, whatever you want to call him, Crack Wheelchair, forces another good save out of Lloris, and we made a couple of changes at half-time because we really weren't doing that well. We pushed Vertonghen out to left-back. Maya really wasn't cutting it at Cam, and so we brought on Strootman, I think it was, just to cover the back four a little bit. And that was, you know, at half-time. And again, Arsenal just kept dominating us. Another good chance here. I think it was Dzeko. They schneed from Man City somehow, putting that wide. He probably should do a lot better from that. And our only really chance came later on in the game. Ericsson had a free kick from about 20-odd yards out. But a decent save by Szczesny, I think they've got in goal. And that was pretty much how it finished. Nothing really happened, you know, chances from either side, but no real proper chances. They're already sort of half chances. You know, our free kick was pretty much the only chance we had, and that went over the bar. So I was a little bit disappointed, but, you know, a point, you've got to learn the value of a point when you're playing career mode like this, and so I'll take the point nonetheless. Anyway, straight on to our next game then. We had Liverpool away. The tough games were coming thick and fast, but a good chance for us to bounce straight back was playing Liverpool away. In this game, we thought we'd opt for a more defensive formation. We went for 4-5-1, a flat 5 in midfield, and I think we started Stambouli and Paulinho and Maya, I think it was, so two sort of holding midfielders, and then Maya, who's going to bomb forward. Left Ericsson out in this game. But we get off to a good start here. I'll let this just roll through because we have the early chance. We played Chadley on the left as well, and Marshall up front down the middle. And, you know, he gets off to a good start. He, you know, probably should do a lot better. That was our first chance of the game, and that was literally straight from kickoff. This is what really fucked me off, actually. I thought I'd leave this in here. The ball's played out here, left to Davis, who plays an absolutely ridiculous through ball to Marshall, who's really, he's going to finish that, let's be honest. But the fucking dumb dumbass referee gives it a free kick. And then nothing comes from our free kick, and that was basically a chance wasted. But into the latter stages of the first half, then Liverpool started to create chances. They somehow bought Khedira from fucking Real, and he puts one just wide, I think, to link up with Coutinho. Into the second half, then Marshall bombing through, and again, just wide, probably should do better. But unfortunately, he just puts it past the post. And then totally against the run of play, Liverpool do actually take the lead. Sturridge taking the initial shot, and then Khedira, I don't know what he was doing, just generally unmarked. Put his header through it and puts it into the bottom corner to give them the 1-0 lead, and Liverpool end up fucking celebrating in the corner like they've won the World Cup. And that was totally against the run of play, because Marshall, Maya, Chadley down the left hand side were linking up fairly well. We had a couple of chances but just generally couldn't take them, and that was a bit unlucky, to be honest, because I thought we deserved more out of this game. Anyway, we needed 3 big substitutions to try and change the match, and so we thought we'd take Chadley off, bring Townsend on for a bit of pace. We brought Destro on for Marshall, and I think we also bought Stambouli on as well, I think that was. Anyway, we changed formation as well just to go a little bit more attacking, but unfortunately we couldn't really create much out of the game. Destro then, later on into the match, you really have got to be fucking scoring that. I mean, that was the best chance of the game. You'd put fucking your mortgage on him scoring that. But that goes just past the post, and that's how it finished. A disappointing 1-0 away defeat to Liverpool. That was like 3 games in a row now where we just couldn't score. Anyway, on to our 4th and final game of the episode then. We had West Brom away. Again, another fantastic chance to bounce back. We really should be winning this game, playing our lovely black and yellow trimmed away kit. Started with all the big guns this time. And we get off to a really good start. 20 minutes gone, corners whipped in from Lamela, comes out to Walker on the edge of the box, who absolutely rifles one, blocked, but then it falls to Ericsson, and somehow he just fucking half volleys that into the corner. Generally, have no idea how he managed to keep that down and put that into the back of the net. But a great finish nonetheless, and that gave us the 1-0 lead after about 20 minutes. As I said, you know, we were struggling to score. We didn't score against Arsenal, didn't score against Liverpool. So that was, you know, this was the 3rd game in a row where we potentially couldn't have scored him. But Ericsson gives us a good start. Honestly, I have no idea, with his left foot as well. It's a great finish into the net to give us the 1-0 lead. But Ericsson needs to start chipping in with more, because I think it was only like his 2nd goal of the season. But again, we then get off to well, obviously we double our lead. We then, you know, we're playing really well. This is probably the best goal of the season in terms of link-up play, in my personal opinion. Walker does well, lays in Maya, who does all the work by himself and just fucking rifles one in off the post. To double our lead, you know, literally 6 minutes after we'd taken the lead. So that was a really good start. We'd put ourselves in a really promising position, and Maya had come straight into the side and was playing like he'd been at Spurs for like fucking 15 years. He was just dominating play and outshining Ericsson, to be honest. So I wanted to play them 2 together, but Maya was outdoing Ericsson so far. Anyway, into the second half then, we concede an absolutely ridiculously sloppy goal. Honestly, I have no idea how this ended up going in. Samaras gets through, and somehow that counts as an own goal for Lloris, I think it is. I have no idea, it didn't even show the replay, but that was just typical us. And again, it goes from bad to worse for us, honestly. I just don't know what we're doing. Again, Samaras just finds space. Lloris just did not come out quick enough to close him down. And we threw away a 2-goal lead, and that was really poor, because out of this episode now, we drew against Arsenal, lost against Liverpool, and we also drew against West Brom. We beat them in the cup at the start, but that doesn't really count. So we only picked up 2 points out of 3 out of this episode, so I was really disappointed, to be honest. But anyway, guys, that is how it ends. If you want to drop a thumbs up on this video, that would be absolutely fantastic. Another 50 likes would be great. If you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my 2nd channel as well. The link to that will be down in the description. If you're not already following me on Twitter as well, the link to that will be down in the description as well. Apart from that, I love you all, and I will see you guys later on. Goodbye.